keep that on intervals. So, yeah, same again then. Ryan Beale and Jason Sherlock off at the front. Behind them, as you can see, Liam Ferguson and Michael DeHeze in 3rd and 4th. Then it is Alper Turk and Joe Turnell, Mark Guest and Sam Creek. Then we have Scott Morgan and Phil Garside. That's the top 10. Behind them you can see it is Andre Freitas, Martin Johnson, Thibaut Debomi, Robin Walters, and then we have Bradley Thornton 15th, Alex Ellis in 16th. Dave German came 17th, forgot to mention it, he just managed to stay in a lobby with that 17th place, so well done to you, Dave. And then behind them, those that came up, which obviously, as mentioned, we have Owen Good, Joseph Atkinson, Connor Lees, Anthony Bartolini, and tucked in at the back in 22nd place is Liam Buckley. So that is our grid for race 2. As you can see,
shows how much I was being helpful in the last race with my fuel predictions on a couple of drivers. I don't think I saw anybody run out, so it turns out maybe some people are very good at fuel saving after all.
Ah, never mind then.
And I just panic over nothing. It was a good conversation piece for a moment. There's a little thought to add in there. It's not to say somebody hasn't messed up at some point, though.
No.
I would be very surprised if at all through this season we did not see an incident at least once where somebody's run out of fuel.
So we did have an incident last season where one of the drivers misheard the amount of laps the race was going to be. I believe it was.
And fueled for the original fuel for that number.
It was a 12-lap race and they put 11, I believe was the amount, or something along those lines. But of course that meant that start at lap 12 their car started stuttering and it all went downhill from there. But yeah, we can see though the leaders just making their way up to the grid.
I must say, this is a good view of the starting grid you get.
Yeah, not going to argue with the camera angle it gives us for this one, but we're going to obviously concentrate on the leader. Now the two Fords last race, they got a good start because it was a similar position to them right here. The only but they found themselves side by side, little bit of contact, and it brought DeHeze into first place with these two contacting in turn 2. So be interested to see whether they take it easier this time or if the same happens. Here we go though. Near there. Starting to go and off they go. That was not a great start at all from Mike DeHeze. But he's already been overtaken there by Alper Turk. So Turk found himself in 4th place. It's a great start by the two TPR cars. It is Liam Ferguson as well. Tucks in behind Ryan Beale. Looks like he's going to try and just keep that one. Turk though, he wants that 3rd place. He's not going to have it. The same again between the Fords. Ryan Beale just shuffles Jason Sherlock out. Sherlock down into 3rd place. He might be overtaken by Turk soon. Alper Turk saw him side by side through the S's and onto the back straight. Oh, I nearly lost it there. Got a bit squirrely. You can see them all making their way through into the tight left-hander. Up at the front though, Ryan Beale.
As in the first race, everyone still pointing the same direction.
Great start to see. Oh, right at the back there you can see Alper Turk find himself in 3rd place, and behind him you've got Turnell trying to make a move on DeHeze. It's a bit start here by Turk though. Some great battling going on behind as DeHeze finds himself under a bit of pressure there from Joe Turnell, down in 5th and 6th, and a little bit of a gap back to Garside.
Oh, 3 wide moment, little bit of the old Forza gloom, is still 3 wide going onto the banking towards the back.
Is that Bradley Thornton? Yeah, it is. Bradley Thornton was one of them. There's a couple behind him as well. Connor Lees looks like he's in the middle of that one. He's got Thibaut Debomi to his right hand side. Now this MG was not famous for its straight line speed last season. So let's see if Lees has managed to find something out. He's Having a look at the inside of De Bowman, but doesn't look like he's going to make the move that time around. Up at the front, though, you can see the pair of Ryan Beale and Liam Ferguson are starting to eke away from Alpha Turk. Turk finds himself in third place, and he's becoming, not massively yet, but he's just holding off the Ford of Sherlock. See moves being made further down as that is Garside and Creek side by side. Garside around the outside manages to get the power down and get that position back. Great from him there. Just holds the inside line a little bit stronger. A little bit of a slide back there. But I think that was one of the HYR cars. I think that was Scott Morgan.
A lot of side-by-side action going on here towards the back here. Got Connor Lees, he's just been passed there by Atkinson.
Keep an eye on Atkinson for a second with the... I think Garside is just becoming a little bit of a cork in the bottle actually, as we've got the front six just starting to get away. Garside, Creek and Guest extremely close together. Guest might be looking for a move on Creek going into turn one. Creek's though covering it off. He had to look at Garside at the same time. These three, so make their way into turn two. Is there going to be a move?
Just had a move from third. Just had a brilliant move from third there. That was Sherlock.
Sherlock made the move on Turk. It's now been slightly released. Let's see if he can catch back up to the front two.
Top
Great
two
drive there
really
from
pulled
Alpha
away
Turk
here, and Ferguson's looking.
See in the background there, just catch a glimpse of it. Creek is constantly having a peek up the inside of Garside, but it's just not an open enough door for him yet. Let's see a move made by Andre Freitas as he got past Dave German for 11th place. Further back, the five that came up into A lobby from B are all tucked in those bottom five positions, I think.
No, because we've got up in 15th.
Oh, 15th. There. Apologies there. That's going good, isn't it?
Yes, they're making good progress
my apologies.
there. So
something's happened to Johnson, I think, because he's found himself down in 22nd and a second and a half back. So I think we've missed something there. I see Sam Creek finally makes the move on Phil Garside, and the pair of them now looking like they're under a bit of pressure from Scott Morgan and Mark Guest. So these four look like they're going to be battling it out for the foreseeable.
Just check, Johnson hasn't got any damage, and obviously being that far back, I'm just wondering if he's maybe made a mistake, slid wide.
Either made a mistake or has been helped wide, but soon see if anything comes of that one, as Turk a little bit wide there and nearly gave the opportunity for Hezzy to make the move up the inside, but he's being kept honest by Turnell behind him. So it's front six, it's looking they're definitely getting away from the battle for getting away from that battle for 7th place. So it's this front six.
The move there for 5th.
There it is. Turnell finally gets the inside line, and then looks like he's going to hang it around the outside into the... Oh, he's a little tap on the wall. That's not going to help his exit at all. But he's got the inside line into the right-hander. Turnell. Yeah, he's just going to have to slot in behind that
third now as well, Steve.
We have. That's Turk getting the place back from Jason Sherlock. It's good to see.
Pairing off now to me.
A little bit. This front six. The front two of Beale and Ferguson, I think. Now, I've seen Ferguson do this in so many races. He'll slot himself into second or into where is a smart place and will just
This is closer
follow.
than he's been before, and Beale's going defensive.
Well, Beale's not liking this then. We go on board with Ferguson as they make their way onto the home stretch.
This is going to be a moment for a move here, I think.
I think so. Is he brave enough to take the move into turn one? Is he going to hold it for the braking zone of 2? Let's have a look.
Or is he just going to hold himself there, like you say?
That's the thing. We've seen him do it so many times. He'll just wait and wait and wait. He won't make a move unless it's extremely open for him. As a return between Turk and Sherlock are battling it out here for 3rd place. Now, one thing I am noticing... Oh, Sherlock I think went a little bit wide actually. Sherlock seems to be struggling at braking into turn 2. He seems to be going wide a little bit more. I'm not sure if, if there's
Be
something
driving
found,
style.
possibly. Of course, with Alper Turk now in third place, it's not helping him at all.
Noticing though that the Heshy just sort of seems to be closing back in now on Sherlock.
Yeah, and he's bringing Turnall with him as well, which I don't think there's a little bit of a touch on the grass there for Sherlock. He's not going to like this. I will notice that further back, Johnson has managed to get himself up to this bottom pack of five, the pack of five at the rear, but unfortunately, Connor Lees in 18th place, which is of course the drop zone at the moment, is a second back from 17th, so he's going to want to close that.
Yeah. Though he is slowly starting to reel back in now.
He is, as we can see though. That Ford,
closing in on Mark Guest quite a bit there.
We might be wrong about it, because Tehezi is in his slipstream and he looks to be getting a really good run here. He's surely not going to look to go for the inside line into turn one. I think he is. Tehezi, he's going to get him before the turning point. You see a little bit of contact between the two of them.
I think we found something here.
Let's hear it.
So, just looking at it, Mark Guest has got engine damage.
Oh, how bad are we talking?
19.5%.
Oh, that's not great behind him.
He's dropped into the drop zone now, and I think that's him done. I think, sadly, that is him done. And barring a safety car.
Oh, that's so disappointing for him. But of course, that has promoted Connor Lees up into 17th, and I guess the four behind now are going to chase that as much as they can. Up at the front, though, it must be noted, Alper Turk, he has put a gap on with the battle that was going on between Tehezi and Sherlock. Turk is sat here in third place, the Turkish driver.
He's sort of in the middle of a no man's land though, because he's not really catching on the lead pair here.
No, he's not. I think one thing that I will say is, I mean, if he drops back too far, he won't be able to make any difference to it, but I feel like he might be in that spot where as he slides his way onto the banking a little bit, I'm not sure if that's going to help him out. I was going to say that should Ferguson and Beale start batting out too much, we may see Turk get dragged in, but if he makes another mistake like that one, he might actually get dragged back to Tehezi, so might have the exact opposite of what he's wanting. Meanwhile, Magic, Mark Guest, still holding his own there in 18th.
I think though now coming onto the straight, you're going to see the problem. Oh, with that much damage.
Oh, yeah, look at him. Look at them. Gain on him, gain on him, gain on him.
They're going.
He's diving up the inside to turn one. Following through as the others. Yeah, that's so disappointing there for Mark Guest. He was having an okay race. That's the way it goes, unfortunately. That's going to be, what's that? One dodgy gear change, possibly. As Liam Ferguson, sorry, I think he's made a mistake. He's a second off the leader. Front six have definitely separated a little bit. The battle for fourth is still raging on between Tehezi, Sherlock and Turnall sat there in sixth. We've got a two-car fight there between
three, though, all sort of equally spread here.
Yeah, I think it's not Turk catching up. I think Ferguson made a mistake. I'd like to say he's made a mistake, and it's not another engine damage situation.
I have checked that. He is all good for damage.
He is all good. That's fine. So yeah, it must have been just one mistake, but we'll see with the way these lap times are going, as we can see there right at the back. Unfortunately, that is Mark Guest down into 22nd place, and it's just one of those situations for him.
He is going to be begging for a safety car.
Absolutely. It's one of those situations where, as I'm just having a quick check of two of the HYR cars, as Andre Freitas looks like he's going to go around the outside of Scott Morgan into turn one.
We've had a change there by the Brazilian. Although are we, because Deshi's going back up the inside.
It's that same story again, turn 2-3.
But it's going to be outside
by side through the...
Oh, he's on the curb and there's a slide.
Oh, he's held that one. Great hold there by Sherlock. I thought he was about to lose that.
If he'd snapped it the other way, that would have been a nasty accident.
I've switched away from Scott Morgan. Apologies to interrupt. I switched... Scott Morgan was side by side with Andre Freitas, and he now finds himself in 17th place.
Have we missed something here?
Must have just missed something, because him
must have
and
been a
Andre
spin.
Freitas were side by side through turn 1 and into turn 2. So I wonder if something's happened there, but we've just obviously
There's
switched
no
away to
damage.
check
That's the key
No
thing.
damage
There's
from
no
Tino.
damage, and the other key thing for him is he is still in the A-lobby positions. We've had a car
he
go
is.
off. We've had a car at the back that's gone off.
So
That's Johnson.
that's Johnson. Yeah. It's all happening here, but... So that's Scott Morgan in 17th. Freitas finds himself inside the top 10 now, in 9th place. Meanwhile, I must mention, Albuquerque in 3rd place. Whilst we were having the conversation, wondering if he could catch up to the front
We've got
two.
a side-by-side, Steve, 4th and 5th.
Yeah, I can just see that in the background, Hezzy and Sherlock as they make the way into turn
How's the
2.
braking? What's he mean? Sherlock deep again.
Yeah, he's that rear end looks like it's trying to step out on him as he's into the braking zone, and unfortunately
We're going
that's
side by
giving the
side again
opportunity.
here. We're going side by side. We saw what happened last lap. No slide this time, and he's got 3.
No slide this time, no, to keep
Sherlock.
it.
There she's looking back though. No, because
Gotta be
round the
careful.
outside. No, he's up
Made
the
the
inside.
move, Feb. What a move. I was going to say, Joe Turner was just kind of sat back watching the pair of them like, should I get involved or should I just wait this one out? See, Hezzy.
Joe
Oh,
Turnell's
Turner with the
looking
move. Oh, yeah, he has. Joe Turnell just sneaks up the inside there of Jason Sherlock.
I don't think Jason will like that. I think he got a little bit of a nudge there. That might have just been my camera view.
I think he looked like he went slightly into the back of De Hezzy, and I wonder if Hezzy kind of like, I don't want to say parked on the apex a little bit, but just slowed it down a little bit to make sure we got the
Sherlock
better
goes
exit
back
out.
up the inside on the banking.
Yeah, straight back into it. So you can see towards the back, I've just noticed that Anthony Bartolini's got himself up into 18th place, got past Joseph Atkinson. Those three scrapping away for 18th place, all three of them nose to tail.
They've got 4
We are
seconds though.
3 wide for 12th place. Surely they're not going to survive that into turn 1. They do. A little bit outside run. Bradley Thornton's just tucked in behind this all, waiting for his opportunity. As is Connor Lease. Just the 4 of them going through turns 2 and 3. They've managed to settle it out. Not quite. Still side by side. That's Good and Walters, I believe that is. Yeah, Good and Walters side by side, and straight up the inside comes Dave German as he makes to make a move. Then Bradley Thornton looks to get involved as well and takes 2 places in one corner.
They've got to be careful though, Steve. One wrong move and you get yourself damaged, and that could be your spot in A-lobby for the 3rd race gone.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that was a really good opportunistic move there by Bradley Thornton. He saw the pair all going out of shape. Oh, it's Good and German. There's a little bit of contact side on side. The side of Dave German's car is absolutely battered on that on his right-hand side there. Looks like he's been through the walls.
Oh, big slide for Sherlock as he's come onto the banking.
It's not going to help him out, and I think that's given Hezzy the place.
No, he was already behind De Hezzy.
He was already
Hezzy's
behind.
pulling away from him.
Okay, looks like the front 4 have all settled down. We're here on lap
Slipstream's kicking in
just
though.
started lap 12. So I'll just keep an eye here quickly on Dave German as he's tucked in, looking to try and make a move on Bradley Thornton. As they come down the end of the home straight. Just hasn't got it, just doesn't seem to have it. I think the slipstream of Robin Walters was enough to keep Brothers ahead.
Going to change to 5th, Steve. Turnell's gone back ahead of Sherlock. Sherlock just, I think he went into the back of the Heshy under braking. I think he just ran a little too deep. He's ran deep again.
Oh, he's done that rear end. I think there's something on his setup. I think he's just sliding that rear end out a little bit more.
It looks like he's gone for quite rear-ended sort of brake bias, looking at that. I've started playing with that myself, and you do notice on the brake in the back end does like to try and rotate.
It helps a lot with the kind of the turning in portion of it, of course, but in a situation like this, it's looking like it's been a little bit of a hindrance for him. But he's sat in 6th place though. As you can see though, Ryan Beale, he has absolutely distanced himself from Liam Ferguson. A gap only over 2 seconds now.
This could be looking like a 2 for 2, or for a second there I thought Ferguson was going in that outside wall.
They get very close sometimes on that exit. This top 6 though. I did say I wanted to see whether Alperturk
I'm looking at 8 because Bill Garside's got to run.
Alright, he has. He's up the inside of Sam Creek. So we start lap 13, the penultimate lap of the race. Garside's got the run. He's looking like he's making that one stick. Let's see what they can do.
He's got a bit more in that Astra, it looks like.
Looks like.
Garside's going to have the inside.
Oh, Garside just snatches across, claims that line as his own. That's 2 Astras, I think, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, he does get it stopped.
Does get stopped. Great move there from Garside to make that one stick. Now, as I was about to say though, the battle
5th and 6th side by side now. Sorry, 4th and 5th.
Right, that is Joe Turnell up into 4th. Unless Tehezi can hold it around the outside and get the power down.
He's keeping the numbers in.
He's trying. Little tap on the wall there from Tehezi. Maybe more than a little tap, but he's held the inside line into the right-hander.
No, he's not there.
Turnell's
He's not
nicked
there.
it off him, yeah. Great move there. So, as I was going to say though, I did say that I wanted to see whether Turnell and Turk could do more in this second race. We saw them kind of just in a little bit of no man's land 5th and 6th last race, and here they are, really getting involved. Good to see. I think we possibly have our early kind of front runners sorted, looking at how this race has gone, but you know, it could all change coming into next week.
Sherlock's up the inside of Tehezi. He's got him
there. He's got him already before they've even hit the banking. And does that mean that the run that
he's got a good run here? I'd say.
Is he going to get a run on Turnell as well? Turnell's got mega defensive to the inside line, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
He's
Around
going
outside,
outside. Can
2 in 2 corners for Sherlock.
Does Sherlock hold it on the brakes though? We've seen him run deep here.
Looks like he's held it that. Yeah, he's
has he?
Turnell had a look. Nah, it wasn't there. Spot wasn't open for him.
Just seen
Take
behind
that right back.
Garside's been overtaken once more in the battle of the Astras.
Yes, he has. Yeah, you're right. I think something's happened to Joseph Atkinson as well. He's 3.5 seconds back from Liam Buckley now, and he was at one point battling around near his teammate, so I wonder if something's happened at that point. As I've said before though, really unfortunate for Mark Guess with that engine damage. He finds himself in 22nd place. It's not going to be the greatest of finishes for him, but we'll keep going, get the points result. Looks like it's calmed down now, but here we are on the final lap. Ryan Beale, we haven't had to say too much about him. I haven't had to watch too much of him either.
He's not done though yet
now.
with Turnell. This could be a drag race to the line, Steve.
I think it will be. We just watched though. Round in the final corner. It's going to make it 2 out of 2. Ryan Beale, great performance from him. Takes rounds 2.
It is going to be a drag race to the line, Steve.
Here we go then. Tehezi.
I think Tehezi's got it.
Turnell. I think he's got him.
He has.
He has. Tehezi does take that one.
AI then crashes.
The AI decide not to turn. Oh. Garside managed to win the battle of the 2 Astras, just beating out Sam Creek.
I'm sure everyone's mechanics are absolutely ecstatic seeing their drivers just throw it straight off at turn 1 and then again at turn 2.
Job done. Here we go though, just right in the final corner now, onto the home straight. Martin Johnson to finish us up. Such a disappointment for him to have the issues he did. But yeah, confirmation of the results though. Ryan Beale takes the win, followed by Liam Ferguson. Alperturk with a really good podium as well. That's his first podium